All right, everybody, we are live. We are about to watch a Kamala Harris concession speech. Now, forgive the change in venue. I'm actually in my future office of which I'm developing. I'm going to have some inclement weather, so I can't be in the war wagon. So, hope this is cool with you guys. Let me know audio and video is all good. I can see the comments right here. And we are about to live stream the concession speech of Kamala Harris to Donald Trump. It's about to be completely official, even more than it's already official. You guys are going to enjoy this. As you get in here, let me hear 5 by 5. Let me jump myself out of the way. And this is what we're waiting for right here, guys. This action right here, the live concession speech. I'm going to be honest. My mind is blown that this is rolling like this quick. But let's go, baby. I'm going to pull up a few other things on the actual election. Said phasers to joy. I love that. All right, let's pull up the... what am I about to pull up? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's pull up the, goodness gracious, everything is just popping off like crazy, guys. I apologize. Let me throw myself into Do Not Disturb. Let me show you the final tally. All right, so I've got this coming in. Sorry, guys, I am making this happen as we go. There we go. This is what I wanted to see. Let me get this for you guys. Bip. Here we go. So if you guys were not watching, this is where we're at right now. This is the situation right here. I'm going to turn the audio up on that one. So what we're looking at right now, I cannot believe it, but this is pretty much the way it fell. Right here, guys. So one of the things that I really want to address while we're waiting on Kamala to come out, you're looking at the entire blue wall fell. You can see it highlighting right there. The entire blue wall fell. Go over here to Nevada, fell. Arizona, fell. Every single swing state was a sweep. Every one of them. For a total of 315 electoral votes to Harris's 223. Guys, man, if you guys were with me last night, this is crazy. This is crazy town for sure. The greatest president that will never be, I guess so. All right, can you guys hear me 5 by 5 audio, video, all good? We get some, I don't think we're going to get any cackles. Good stuff, 5 by 5, excellent. So literally, guys, all we're waiting on now, she's supposed to start talking at 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is right now. So we're going to find out what she says, get her concession speech, and then we are going to pretty much run to the races because the media is going to jump all over this, and I'll give my reaction as well. But pretty much, we're just waiting on her to say, I give up. Which, I won't lie to you, that won't make me sad. Oh, man, are you guys still riding the wave from last night? That was a crazy live stream. Yeah, nice timing, Jason, or Travis. Just opened YouTube, good stuff. We're inducing the 5 stages of grief. So if you guys are not familiar, that's something that I said the 3 months leading up into the election, where I said you have the opportunity to induce the 5 stages of grief. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. And the meltdowns are getting epic. They're going to start blaming people pretty soon. They're going to start turning on each other. But most importantly, and you have to understand this, you have to take advantage of what we have right now. We have definitely the Senate, definitely the presidency, probably the House. Will keep you updated on that. But if you've got all 3, do not waste the opportunity and go to sleep, guys. We have to drive our representatives to do what we want because at the end of the day, they're not going to unless we tell them to. So someone else just said something I wanted to touch on. Here we go. Hey, Braden, does the House need to vote for a new speaker or keep the same? They have to vote for the new speaker every term. And of course, you guys, if you were watching last night, you know that she didn't even address her crowd last night. She just sent out one of her campaign surrogates, the co-chair, to go say, go home, just like Hillary Clinton did. It's becoming quite the theme on the left when you lose. Send out your acolytes. All right, yep, audio looks good, video looks good, good stuff. And also that little part right down there. Oh, thank you so much for that super chat, Lugo. Look at this guy. Yeah, and so Ryan's hitting on something really important, and we're kind of just going to do the post brief while we're waiting on her to talk. Ryan is hitting on something very important. Even without the House, we'd still have SCOTUS appointee capabilities with the Senate. Exactly. SCOTUS and federal judges and executive branch. That's exactly what you have. That's a big one. That's a really, really big one. Humble pie to the podium one, please. I like that Jones. That's good. She ran off to the bottle. I had no idea. Couldn't tell you. You know, one of the things that's super interesting, guys, that's kind of circulating on Twitter on the left right now is how could 20 million votes just magically disappear? You know, I mean, really, it is sad about, you know, they can't motivate those 20 million Democrat voters. You know, went from like 60 million to 60 million to 85 million to 60 million. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the message was off. We'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Stay at home. And guys, as you get in here, just leave comments. We're just have a conversation, kind of show you some other stuff that's going on, and then we'll jump over to her when she starts talking. A moment of silence for the missing 20 million. That's right. It was a rough time for that 20 million. Wasn't good vibes. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. Who runs the world, girls? Yeah, well, yeah. Doesn't seem to be in this case. All right, let's see here. All right, let me get this up for you guys because this is another piece that we can use to. Here we go. So, as you can see, we are sitting at 200 Republicans for the House as of right now. It's got to get to 218 for either party. So, currently, you're sitting at that little window. If they close the 19 votes needed, or really 218, they've got to vote, but we're going to need a whole lot more runway on that because, let's face it, a lot of the rhinos vote with the Democrats. How long till they try to shut down your stream today? That's a good question. If you guys are not familiar, the stream got shut down twice last night, and I honestly think it was just because of the sheer amount of internet activity that was going on. The House will try to impeach again. If the House does not have Democrats in power, they can't be impeaching anybody. They will never recover from this. JDA 79, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take a minute. There's going to need to be some emotional support, puppies. The peanut. Long live peanut. Where's the paper trail for those missing 20 million? I'm just really concerned for their health. That's where I'm really concerned about. All right, I'm going to have to stop this before I get in trouble for music violations or something. Wondering which accent she'll use today. That's a good question. It's Peanut's Revenge. That's what we're going to call the 2024 election from now on. Peanut's Revenge. Gun nut opinion. The 5 stages of grief are aplenty across the planet right now. You know, it's interesting. I was actually talking to my wife about that. Where we're at thoroughly right now is in denial. We're in denial. Like, what if we do this? What if this happens? How could this happen? I can't believe it happens. We're thoroughly in that. Anger is quickly around the corner, but we're not fully there yet. You saw the video I just did with Jink Yoger for the Young Turks. There was a lot of yelling and a lot of emotion and a lot of feels, but we're just on the tip of the scale. He's always the first one to go. Everyone else is going to start to go pretty quick. Something else that I'm really enjoying watching is the new Twitter thread that says Biden would have won. Why'd we get rid of Biden? That's a good one. I hope this is the last time I have to hear her talk. I'm going to be honest. I kind of support that too. Unburdened by what has been. That's good. What happened to the joy? Back to the streets. The streets. She's on the streets. Braden, I'm starting to spend way too much time with you live. You know what? I love that. I appreciate that, Matthew. This is how we build this freedom. You know, hanging out together all the time, talking about freedom. Talk about how the opponents of freedom are going to lose, like they just did, like we've been talking about for 4 years. Love it. She's going to cackle. Cackler going to cackle. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's going to cackle. That requires laughing, and I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of laughing. My migraine went away right as soon as she lost. That's awesome. Freedom. We do have a 20 million missing persons case. We'll get to the bottom of it, guys. We'll get to the bottom of it. I think it's a little concerning. It's only oriented towards Biden voters, but we'll figure it out. I don't know exactly what it is, but we're gonna. Brian Linville, looks like we aren't on defense for gun rights, and that's a very important piece. It's time to go on offense, and the only way that we go on offense, guys, is to pay attention and not check out. I know the propensity is to take a deep breath and not worry. You got to grind. If you want to push the football back on the other side, you got to push them back on their back feet. You got to push, because we're about to have, it looks like, definitely the Senate, definitely the White House. We might have the House. If we have all three, it's time to get something that we want, whether it's national reciprocity, whether it's the Hush Act, Shush Act, whatever they want to call it. NFA gets whittled down a little bit. I mean, guys, we got to get something. It's time. Use our leverage. You can't go to sleep. That's just saying. I saw the world change just before 2 a.m. this morning. That's very true. Time to start calling our reps to get nationwide reciprocity. Yep, that's exactly right. These are the times that when you can actually do it, guys. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen, but if you apply enough pressure, GOA, NAGR, can't say NRA, FPC, Second Amendment Foundation, they can all put a lot of pressure. We can make this happen, but we have to be involved. That's a very important piece of this as we're waiting on Kamala. Oh, Kamala. Unfortunately, it's going to take him the entire term to fix what they broke. It's completely possible, but here's one of the benefits, stomping, and this is an important piece to understand. They did most of their damage with executive orders, and most of those executive orders can be fully rescinded on the first day of the presidency. I'm enjoying watching all the meltdowns and liberal tears. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's going to be a lot more of them, too. We need to band together more than ever. Exactly correct. Every time I see movement, I'm like, ooh, that ain't her. That's some sort of tech person. You know, and actually, someone just said 60% vote. Did you guys see what the final Senate? It's like 54 or 55 Republican. That's a big deal. That's a big one, because that means that pretty much you aren't going to be in the position where you're going to lose like one or two to something dumb. The problem is Joe is leading her out and got lost on the way out. That's hilarious. It was a big blowout win for Trump. 100% agree. Both unfit. I kind of agree on both. Had one call out of work, too distraught. Okay, that's hilarious. Save the drama for your mamala. Goodbye, Kamala. That's good, Coven Craft. That's good. I like that. When we the people put our differences aside and band together, then we achieve great things. Yep, very true. Still was a joy watching you guys last night. It was awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Super chat from Gadsden's Gun Guy. My anti-gun grandmother was complaining about how Trump was going to be a dictator, and I asked her how she feels about not having an AR-15. Anyway, I'm not invited to Christmas anymore. You get a heart for that. That's amazing. The final electoral count. That's a good question, Joshua. Let me pull that up here. Yep, there we go. 315 to 223. Michigan was called earlier today. The entire Rust Belt fell. Every single swing state was swept for Trump. So that's that. And then the House election, just to kind of show you guys, we're at 200 for the Republicans. You need 18 more. And there's a bunch of seats that are still out there to be grabbed. So I'm going to do a video on that, I think. But right now I'm just kind of waiting to see this part falling out. Because this is the exciting part. 315, booyah! And I mean, to be fair, in my prediction video prior, I actually expected, or I didn't expect, but I predicted that it was going to be 291 victory with a high end of like 303, 305. So, I mean, I way underestimated what was going to happen. So, I'm okay in this case to be completely off. Oregon lost the House seat. Yeah, the House is going to be wishy-washy. We don't know exactly yet. But if the Democrats do have the House, there is going to be obstruction. There is going to be impeachment. All right, I'm just catching up on some of these. Abolish the ATF. Yeah, no, I had to kill the music. I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, Lord, Rocky, I can't say that. So one of the things that I'm really waiting for is I'm waiting for the first interview or the comments by Joe Biden to see what he thinks about what just occurred. That's what I'm really excited for that. Woke up and found out that we have been unburdened by what has been. It's a great way to say it. Could a floor sweep lift the Russian ammo ban? The Russian ammo ban can be lifted through executive action. That wasn't done through legislation. That was done through executive pressure. So that can be removed. My wife woke me up this morning to tell me the results. Can't read the rest of that. But go team. Tulsi next? I don't know. I don't know who'll be next. I'm late for Kamala being late for her concession speech. That's exactly correct. Can they impeach if we have the Senate, though? No, not at all. It would be a fool's errand. It would literally just be a waste of time. Obstruction. Anna Kasparian defecting to the Daily Wire. That's funny. Last night's live was a good time. That was fun. She is not shown yet, Joseph. No. Now, Maureen, this is a very good question. Do you think they'll stop pushing all the woke stuff now? I honestly, I don't know, because they have a very large population of the Democrat Party, which is pretty far left on woke stuff, which is very indoors, or excuse me, very embedded. So will it be weakened? Yes, absolutely. Will they have a come to Jesus moment and reflect upon the fact the population does not like that stuff? Your guess is as good as mine. If they had a brain strategically and tactically, they would, but I don't know if the brain is going to override the emotion. In full transparency. The airline should be busy. From all the people leaving, I assume. You guys are hilarious. I'm watching this with my AR. It's all good, little buddy. You're not getting banned. Nope. But now you got to take your holster and your sidearm and be like, don't worry, little buddy. You'll be able to go wherever you want soon. That's what you need to be saying, too. USA did work hard on this one. It's amazing. Oh, you're not Harris either. Peanut lives. It was Peanut and Fred, right? I think Tim told me it was Fred last night. And if you guys are just now getting in, the audio is not on because they were playing music and I was going to get in trouble for it, so I had to kill it. All right, hold on a second. Someone just said something. Biker Bernie said, the crying videos have commenced. Where have you been? And they are far more reaching than last time. So I already did one today. So where have you been? There's more coming. Don't worry. Katie's on it. I'm on it. But yeah, they're definitely on the way. There's also a lot of very interesting stuff going on that has been very intriguing. Particularly when Democrats and progressives and leftists are going about looking for the reason why 20 million voters didn't show up from last term to this one. That's one of my favorites so far. I'll show you all that tonight. Super chat from Stephen Morgan. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Rich. I wonder if Kamala will even show. Listen, like she said she was going to. Mike Sanders, hats off for the election coverage. Thank you, Mike. Oh, man. The music sucks anyway. That's true. It's very true. Come on, let's make this happen. I got things to do. I got screaming to document. Centrazzle, that's the whole point. That's the whole joke. It's like, I have intriguing questions. Yeah, please do hit that like button. VA Wolf, thank you very much. Hillary speech 2.0 incoming. I wonder what color she's going to wear. I think she's going to wear purple. I feel like she's going to wear purple because that's what Hillary Clinton did. Peanuts ghost. Yeah, come on, Cackles. You got this. Whoa, there's actually a squirrel on stage. Peanut lives! Do you guys see that? Okay, who just saw the peanut? All right, like there was literally a squirrel that just rolled by this across the stage. That's crazy. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, that's incredible. A squirrel crawls right across the stage when you guys are talking about peanut. That's fantastic. Oh god, that was great. Squirrel lives. That was hilarious. That was really funny. Oh my god, I'm gonna send that to so many people. If you guys were missing the different squirrel memes that were going around about Peanut, oh my god, they were fantastic. All right, Kamala, come on now. The squirrel said, "For my fallen squirrel brethren." Oh my god, you can't make this up. Stephen Morgan with a super chat. Will Americans force Trump to prosecute the traitors? I honestly don't know. I genuinely don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's going to go after anyone specifically. I don't know if he's going to go after anyone at all. I honestly don't know. Now that squirrel, I don't even know what color. I think it was a black squirrel. Peanut's going to get clipped for content. That's hilarious. Peanut. Why is Pennsylvania taking so long for McCormick? Because they don't want to lose the Senate, so they're taking time. Man, she's really late. This is just rude. And if you guys are not, goodbye 3-letter agencies, 223, that's the super chat. I love the super chat total, and thank you for it. One of the things, guys, if you were just now tuning in, this is where we ended up last night. 315 to 223, irrefutable victory, which is why you don't have any of the fighting, any of that stuff going on. It's all directly at the Democrats and how they handled it. So there's that. Then, of course, right here, you have 200 Republicans for the House. This has not changed in a minute. We're going to hear more House seats as they come around. Hopefully, you can get over 218. If they do, that stops all the obstruction. That stops the impeachments. Come on, Kamala. Do I have to scoot forward? No, didn't miss much. I think national reciprocity is completely possible, dead Hoosier. Why is she taking so long? I mean, would you rush out on that after losing to Trump? Just saying. Call him the devil for like 4 years or 9 years. P. Stewart, I think you're onto something there. I think you're onto something. It's weird. What's everyone looking at back here? Everyone be like peeping back here. So this is hold on. A squirrel is there to pour one out for my homies. You guys are brutal. I love it. I don't know what this speech is going to be. I don't know if there's going to be laughing. I don't know if it's going to be a word salad. Could this be the last word salad? You never know. There's always something to be excited about. Trump needs to make Election Day a federal holiday. I agree with that. I think that's a great idea. My map shows... Oh, dude, you guys are right. Hold on a second. Let me fix that. 315, I don't think was the right number. Someone was just correct. Good catch, guys. That's the wrong one I was showing you. You guys caught me. You are absolutely correct. So let me get this up here. Big old correction. Sorry, guys, I was showing you the wrong one. That's my bad. Let me get this for you. So this is the actual one. So a minute ago I said it was 315. That's my fault. Someone just called me correct. Its main was actually blue. That was the dead giveaway. So 292 was the actual total as of right now. These have not been 100% called yet. So it could get higher, but as of right now, it's at 292. So thank you guys where you are. Thank you for catching me on that. That's the actual one. What do you see in the forecast for our gun rights? Danny, that's a very good question. I think it completely depends on how active we are. I think that you're going to see some sort of action, some sort of goodie is going to be given. Oh, hold on. Would you stop with the music? There's Tim Walls. All right, I just got to show you the audio until she starts speaking because I can't get dinged. All right, I'm just going to adjust some stuff real quick. Yep, there we go. They killed the music. All right, so Tim Walls just came in. I'm going to shut up once she gets the podium while they're clapping.
Please welcome the Vice President of the United States.
Here we go.
Kamala Harris.
Man, I'm going to get in trouble with the music. Good Lord. So basically they announced her. Here she comes. Oh, she's all smiles. She's wearing purple. Called it. There we go. All right, so make sure you guys can hear the audio all right. I'll just move it closer now.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Oh, it's just about, I remember it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
You know what? It is a good afternoon.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up, and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran, and the way we ran it, over 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory.
There it is.
I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition.
The booing.
And that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign. The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation. The ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up. I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld.
It's totally cool to rent a car.
Come on, AP. You really monetize that?
In the courts and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is... To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed. But please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before.
I don't know what she's talking about.
You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves. This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all, I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith, of truth, and service. It's you.
You guys might be onto something in the chat.
And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you.
All right, so she out. Okay, you guys were killing me in the chat. Was she drunk? Is she high? Like she had a very interesting delivery style. I can't really obviously speak to that, but one of the things that really stood out to me there, she was trying to go down the Unity Road, which I'm okay with the Unity Road, but then she went completely the opposite side. And you guys were even mentioning, she said fight a whole lot. Yeah, she did say fight a whole lot. I think she attempted to do a bit of a unity speech, and then at the end, she started rambling. And I mean, she was like 5 minutes in, and it was already starting to say random things like stars and different jokes and different pieces. I'll be honest with you, she conceded. Good on her. Go team. See you later. I don't need it anymore. Let's get to work saving the country. That's kind of where I stand on it. But thank you guys all for your super chat. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because that speech really wasn't remarkable. That speech really, nothing really stood out. It was kind of scattered. But let me know what you guys think in the comments field if you watch it on the replay, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.